hospital. They went to they called that hospital, Dodamis hospital at Igondo. As the doctor saw it, he said no, so he can't handle this. They should take him to General Hospital Igondo. On his highway going back to the express to look for taxi to take him to the General Hospital, that was where now the police people that came with their vehicle now met her on her way, shouting, looking for vehicle. They now follow her to this hospital, which they are saying today they were at the scene of the incident. All those things. I'm not, but all I'm just thanking God for is the life of the boy, that he is still alive for me today.
Following the story now, this has happened. You've had a situation where the kid was mauled and viciously attacked by 2 dogs, and then the kid has been taken to the hospital. The doctors are treating. The scalp is almost gone. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
It's also I've seen then is skull.
Just the skull that is left. Yeah. And is there any broken skull, any broken beat there?
No, there was no broken skull, but obviously the white place you see is the
just
skull,
the skull. The skin on the skull
skin
is gone.
Off, totally off from
okay. All right. So what we're then looking at is a situation where it looks more like these dogs are really vicious and they've tasted blood, as they say. What has happened to the dogs then?
Then what is it that happened? The police people now called the owner that he should report himself to the station with the dog, which actually he went. So immediately the person reported himself to the station. After some few days, the police people now start calling me that the person that owns the dog said I should instruct them to release the dog to the owner. And I called the policeman and said, is the dog important than my son that is in the hospital right now, that I have nothing to say for now? All I'm after is for my son to get well, not the dog. He now told me, it's okay, if I'm not going to give any order for them to release the dog, they will charge the matter to court. I release everything to the boy. I said, okay, that is not a person. Then I read it on Punch newspaper on the 13th, on Monday, that the matter has been charged to Magistrate Court at Jibo. And the owner of the dogs, which is the landlord, Stanley Wesley, has been bailed with a sum of 300,000, with 2 guarantor and surety. When I'm still in the hospital, it's okay. I said, with whose person's knowledge and who did they inform they are taking the matter to court? I said, well, all I'm after, that is none of my business for now. All I'm after is for my son to recover from the incident.
Having bailed the man, they've also released the dogs.
That is what I heard.
So these dogs are in the same premises where they were and where they actually attacked your son.
Yes.
So the police feel that there is nothing to be done about the dogs that, in a manner of speaking, are being said to have tasted blood and they've virtually killed a human being?
That is what I cannot really understand what the police are doing right now. For me to see it on the Punch magazine that everything has been released to the boy, and I'm still surprised. But I never bothered to go and find out or to ask anybody what has they done about it. All I'm just after for this point in time right now is for my son to get well, which I thank God, God is working.
Okay.
I think we need to appeal to the state government about such dogs being allowed to roam around, because I mean, definitely, having tasted blood now, they will be thirsty for blood, and they're bound to bite and eat or injure somebody else.
Yes, that's very much likely to happen. So the state government, and especially the police, who should be the one to ensure that issues of safety and security of lives should be primary for them, should be making sure that this is not allowed to go on. But let's come back to your son now. What are the doctors saying? What do they need to do? How much is it costing you to get this done?
For now, I have not been given any cost for the child's head, because already when the incident happened, after sometimes the Lagos state government has taken over the the bill. They take over the responsibility of the bill of the child for now, because everything was now be directed to Governor Fashola, who was aware of it. I said that everything that I have to make the boy okay has to be from them, which is they are the one that taking care of the boy at the general hospital at this point in time.
Has he gone through any surgery yet?
No, that is my major concern for now actually, because what I heard from one of the doctors is said that because the head is too open and there's a big scars on it, that there's nothing, it's a little boy that there's not enough of his flesh that can cover the place. All they're doing right now is they're waiting, maybe if some part of the hair can have a little tissue to cover some places so that they can be taken from parts,
some grafting,
patch for some places. Maybe after sometimes they take from the other parts, cover some parts. So I'm wondering that how long is this boy going to suffer something by taking most part of his body to fill, because the place is big actually. It's just round the whole head, the entire head. So I thank the doctors, the nurses at the Lagos State government for their concern, and the Nigerians merely, people putting my son in prayer, the nations are not for the boy to survive. Actually, it's amazing. I just thank God for the life of the boy. I thank Lagos State government actually.
Are you still living in that premises with your family?
For now, because it's when this incident happened now, the dogs and the landlord has not returned back home till today. Okay. We have not seen, he has not returned back home to today. And like yesterday now, I rushed down home to change up myself because I've been in the hospital for a couple of good to 2 weeks right now. So I still ask, they say he has not returned back home. Since then, he moved down to the family's house at Apapa, at Jebule. Since then, we have not seen him. The dogs and him has not been returned back home. They said that they have returned the dog, they have released the dog to the owner after they went to court and all. I don't know anything about it. It's left with the police and the man himself and the dog. There's nothing I know about them for now.
Well, in view of the pain, the hardship, and the pressure that will be on you, you said the Lagos State government is helping. Yeah. But what kind of help would you be most delighted to have at this point in time?
Me particularly, I could have said if they can help me in a way this boy can be moved to flying abroad to do the skin drafting, I could have been much happy about it, because I'm feeling that is, as a father, I'm feeling the pain the boy is passing through, and secondly, the time is going to spend in the hospital waiting to get the skin drafting done and all, and looking at the scar on his head, the way it's open, anytime they open it, I can't stand it. Every time they open it, I wept, I cried, because I just believe there's nothing God cannot do. That is my fate.
The picture, I'm sad to say that we cannot show the images. We cannot show them images because it's so gory. Alera, I saw the pictures myself and I was broken. As a father, I was seriously,
you're a man.
Yes,
so imagine what the women out there would you know, experience if they ever saw those pictures.
We cannot show the pictures in the true form because it's so gory. There is no way you can describe it. It's practically a case of eating the child alive. That's what has happened. And the concern especially is also the fact that the police have released the dog to the owner.
And the owner.
And the owner is now nowhere to be found. We just understand the owner is now somewhere in Apapa, according to Mr. Odia here.
Yeah.
And that means that the same thing could repeat itself in Apapa or anywhere else that this man has taken the dogs. Well, as a way of wrapping up this then, is there any appeal for people to help, or is it just an appeal for prayers, or Is there anything anyone can do as part of their support